Mic check.
Ah, do you smell that? That's a smell of over 100,000 cactus an hour being put into shulker boxes for me to use. Last episode, I built a cactus farm that gives me over 100,000 cactus an hour for one sole purpose, and that purpose is my mega base. I plan to use a lot of green dye for my mega base, but that's still a while away. In case you guys haven't noticed by now, this is actually episode 4.5 and not episode 5. And that's because I want to do something a little bit different. The last episode blew up, and I mean blew up for a little guy like me. So, because of all the new people that have joined us on this journey, and the fact that we're almost 1 year into the journey, I decided that it was a good time to sit down and actually plan out a little bit what I want to do. So, the other day, I decided to sit down and make myself some goals to work towards and make this world last, as, you know, it's my forever world. Now, I do just want to say that these are not set goals, and I do not have a set timeline for these goals. These are just things that I want to work towards and do in this world. Now, with that being said, in between videos, I decided to update my world to the newest version of Minecraft. This gave me access to a bunch of new features, like all the copper stuff, the happy gas, and my favorite addition, the shelves. I think that these shelves go really good in a lot of different builds, so I'm really excited to use these. However, what I think is the most useful addition is the happy gas. Now, I don't have a happy gas yet, but I really want to make a docking station for him. So I think I'm going to go ahead and destroy this little area right here and put a docking station for a happy gas right here. And then I just got to go get myself a happy gas. So while I go build the happy gas docking station and get all the materials, Editor Johnny is actually going to start telling you guys about the goals. One of the most important things that every Minecrafter needs is materials. That is why my first and most important goal is to farm everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. At one point in time, I want to be able to have a farm for every farmable block and item in the game. Some people may think that making farms for every item is taking away from playing the game, but to me, building farms is fun and enjoyable, and it takes us into our second goal. Build. I've always loved seeing mega builds on YouTube, and it always makes me want to build massive builds, whether it's a city or a giant cactus to cover a cactus farm. Making mega builds is always fun, and it's even easier when you have farms for every block and item. And I'm not very good at building, which is why I want to try and get better at building through this world. And if I have all the blocks I need, I can spend more time trying to get better at building, and I can also expand my palette. I also want to try and add some lore into the world, and maybe use a couple different styles throughout the world. One person who really inspires me is the YouTuber Wilds. He makes these really cool mega builds for his farm and is also incorporating lore into his whole world. If you haven't heard of him, I really suggest you guys go check him out, as he is a big inspiration to me, and I promise you won't regret it. For goal number 3, I'm kind of lumping in a few different ideas of mine. These also kind of go with goal number 2, but I think that they deserve their own place. So for goal number 3, I want to build another hub, redesign the end portal, and totally revamp the end island. I know that these ideas are kind of overdone, but I think that they're good ideas and something that all Forever Worlds need. Another thing that I think goes with these projects is a mega base. Now, when I say a mega base, I really mean mega bases. This is my Forever World, so I don't want to have just one place where I live and I keep going back to. I want there to be multiple places I can go back and forth from. One last thing I also want to group in with these projects is finishing my starter island. I think that it would be a good project, and I think that it would help me get better at building. Finishing out my starter island is a big goal, and I think that it would be a good idea if I just keep coming back to it and not try and get it done over one set time. But I don't want my starter island to just be a barren place that I never visit again. Goal number 4 is definitely my smallest goal by far, but it really comes down to one big idea. I want a storage system. I'm not very good at sorting and organizing my items, so I think that a super sorter or a mega storage would be a very good idea for me. These are also super big and technical builds, so I think that this would also test me a little bit and help me get better at building these technical machines. I also think that a storage system is something that everybody should have, whether it's just a couple chests or a mega storage like me. Especially in a Forever World, it makes getting materials for farms and builds so much easier. And as I want to farm everything and make mega builds, I think that this is a worthwhile project. So for goal number 5, it's kind of like goal number 3. It's a lot of fewer ideas compromising the main goal. And that is doing all those overdone Minecraft video ideas. Like collecting every mob, collecting every block, which I'm going to have to do anyway for the storage system, but I think it's a good idea. Other things that make up this goal are things like collecting all the armor trims, a museum for important items in my world, and getting a netherite beacon. These are all kind of ideas that every YouTuber does, but like I said, this is my forever world. So I need things to last me forever. One last thing that can go in this list of goals is getting a shulker box of netherite tools and armor. This is a goal that I am probably just going to do in between videos, as it really involves endless mining, and I don't think that would make for a very entertaining video for you guys. Another thing that I also want to get is a shulker box of maxed out elytras. I will still record most of it using the flashback mod, so I can prove that I am really doing the mining. But, like I said, it's probably not going to be one big video. Well, that's going to be all for me today, guys. I know that this video is on the shorter side, but I thought that it would be a good idea to kind of plan out my world and show you guys what I want this world to be. I really love this game, and I really want this world to last. So, all these ideas are only a few of the ideas that I have. And I'm sure that with every day and every update that comes out with this game, more ideas will come to me, making this world truly last forever. And I just want to reiterate that I don't have a set time for all these goals. These are just things that I want to work on over the next couple of years, and things that I think would make really good episodes and really entertaining episodes for you guys. I also just want to give a big thank you to everybody who liked and subscribed and commented on the last video. Seeing all that support really makes me want to push forward and continue making these videos for you guys. So with that being said, I just want to give another big thank you to you guys and say that that's all for me, and I'll see you in the next one.